right, we got to hit a good one this time. Doom, doom, ch, doom, doom, ch, doom, doom, ch, doom.
This is the nightlife. Nightlife. This is a nightlife. Hey.
Nightlife day.
Nightlife. Nightlife days. Nightlife days. I honestly, I think I was a little offbeat on a couple times there, but it'd be like that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I think we got a nice little collection going.
It's
We're
not
gonna,
bad.
well, maybe we'll do a little voting.
I ain't gonna lie.
Once we get like 50 episodes, we'll do a vote of which song was the best.
Which one was the best? I can dig that. We might have to start rehearsing. Maybe we rehearse
Do that.
a little bit.
I'm down. Band practice.
Hey, I haven't had band practice in. Wiggity 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 get some. Hey yo.
Welcome to Nightlife Tapes. I'm Choff.
I'm BWalk, episode 4.
Yup. We're out here at
What'd it do?
Shoebox. We're going to use today as kind of a little bit of a venting session. We're going to talk about the not so glamorous things about nightlife. We got over 25 years of experience between us both now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
DJing
sir.
in the clubs every weekend, pulling up to the function, having fun, and I'm excited to really just get it all off the chest today. We got some blue lights going on in the back now. I figured it'd be good to put a little color in here. What do you think about that?
Stands out.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Man, before we dive into what's not so glamorous about nightlife, because there's plenty. How was your weekend? What you have going on? Were you playing?
Weekend was solid. I had a fantastic rare Friday off,
Love
which I will never complain about. Saturday, I'm going to talk about it later in the show, but I had kind of like a oh shit moment during my Saturday night as soon as I started DJing. Like right as people started pouring in.
Wait, never mind. I know what happened. I got the inside scoop from my manager.
Oh, yeah, I blame him. I blame him. Every time that man is in the club, something happens.
I forgot. He did text me and told me we was talking last night. He told me what happened.
Should we just start with it? I mean, shit.
Honestly, we might as well go into it.
I'm like,
we can do the weekend recap in a second.
Yeah, well,
Right.
this is my
This
weekend
is your
recap.
weekend recap.
I can't lie. I'm pretty like frazzled. I'm having a rough year with the gear so far, DJ equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So it happened last weekend.
It's about to be May, a rough year so far. It's crazy.
I know, 5 months in, I'm having a rough year. First, I got that drink thrown at it. I got it like professionally clean, and then on last Friday, I'm like I don't know, maybe an hour into my set, and one side just like stops working. I'm like, that's strange. So put on a song, do a whole full reset, and I try it with a laptop this time because I was just running off my USBs. Well, it's working with a laptop, so I'm like, great, this thing's good. No worries. I'm going to work with the laptop for now, and then I figured, I'll get it checked out, and we'll be good to go. So Saturday night, I'm set up. Laptop's there. Test everything, good to go. Night starts. People start pouring in. I play the first song. It's banging. Go to play the second song. No audio. What's going on? I'm getting full, my levels are there. My faders are up. No effects are on. No audio. Nothing. And so...
was wavelengths going? Anything?
Wavelengths were going. Yep. Like it looked like it was sending audio, but it wasn't.
Right.
So I did the same thing again. I had to track someone down, put on a song, get a, reset. This time it worked with the USBs. I'm like, I'm going shopping, man. Like this is...
Right. This is the same board you've been having problems with? This is the one that got the drink thrown on it?
It is, but I sent it in to get professionally, fixed up and clean. I think they might have skipped something. I don't know. This is like, we'll get into this today because we're talking about the downfalls of nightlife, and this shit is expensive, yo. And like,
facts.
It just completely eroded my confidence in this piece of gear. Thankfully, I have an arsenal of gear. I'm not bringing this one out again.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Not for.
You're brave. Because like if my board had some shit spilled on it back in December, which is why I had to get a new board.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get that cleaned. I literally just don't trust it anymore. Even if I get it cleaned, I know I'm terrified, absolutely horrified. Something is gonna go wrong, and like this kind of proves to me why I need to remain horrified.
Yeah, I will say I've had a lot of like things go wrong with controllers after spills. It's typically a button or a fader. Something will maybe act up. Very rarely is it just like full audio cut from my
right.
experience.
Right.
At least when you're talking about like a somewhat minor spill, like obviously if you totally, if you got 16 ounces of liquid in the thing, it's dead.
Right.
But yeah, so that happened. That was how I kicked off my Saturday night.
God.
Now, thankfully, everything was good. I didn't have to call, an emergency friend to bring me another controller. We were smooth. But yeah, once we got that, actually the night was great. I had a killer dance floor. The vibe was high.
I wish you'd have called. I'd have sent my mans over to my crib to go get you my board.
Oh, I mean, if it got to that point, yeah, but no, we were good.
I can dig it.
The minutes are like hours in that moment. So you always got to have like a plan.
And the pressure is fucking there.
Yeah.
Like it is terrifying.
Well, it's 360 too, because you don't want people to have a rough time. The guests, the people that matter the most, you want to secure your bag. You don't want to like
lose money that night.
Yeah. You already dedicated your night to this.
Also makes you kind of look like, I'm afraid to look not dependable to ownership at that point.
Totally.
Because like if God forbid I can't get a backup or something like that, you've gotta literally get someone else to quickly replace me.
Well, I've always got a backup at least a few miles away, but
right. You have a whole arsenal of DJ equipment. There are not a lot of DJs that have several controllers on hand, like ready to go, and like, 'cause that junk is expensive. I mean, we'll get into that later, but like, you're also prepared. You're a seasoned vet, so.
Hey man, years of practice. So yeah, thankfully everything worked out great. Within 5 minutes I was able to have things up and running. The whole night I was like worried that something was gonna happen.
The rest of the night is creeping over your shoulder. You're like, oh, please don't let this go out. I'm begging you.
I know. So. It was good though. The vibe was high, and it actually kind of put the pressure on me to like pick it up with my mixing, because I was just like, okay, we're deep now. Like the cortisol's pumping. Like, let's go.
God bless you, brother. God bless you.
It's a ride, DJing.
So was the rest of the night? It was solid, good crowd, good energy.
Rest of the night was banging, great crowd, great energy, no fights. It was like everything you'd want, and a perfect Saturday night in Royal Oak.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Man.
Yeah, tell me about your weekend.
Well, I had the rare Friday night on and the rare Saturday night off. So I was at a wedding Saturday night. Shout out to my boy Nick and his brand new lovely wife Jenna. I've been to a lot of weddings. That was one of the most fun weddings I have ever been to, bro. We had a blast. I
mean, it had a club cannon. So.
Right. Shout out to DJ Chris Asano for spinning that bad boy. He killed it. He kept the tunes going all night. He had us going. I've never been to a wedding. This was the interesting part about it. I've never been to a wedding where the bride and groom planned this. They were like, they're always in, for those that have been to weddings, there are dulls during the reception, like lulls, like at some point in the reception, like dance floor kind of clears out, like people are chilling and people want a late night snack, they want to get drinks, blah, blah, blah. And they said, we're going to avoid that. We're going to do fucking karaoke. And so they sent, wedding karaoke. So how they did it is they sent out about 25 texts to people and said, hey, we're selecting you to submit a song for karaoke. And then we're going to decide if like that song should be sang at the wedding. And so they selected like 10 people out of that group. And I was selected. So they selected, and actually no, it was like 8 people because the bride and groom each performed a song too, and they performed one together. So I got selected. I didn't know what to pick, and so Nick, the groom, is my boy. I said, hey, what would Jenna love? What song would make her just go nuts? She said, "End of the Road" by Boyz II Men.
It's a
great song. Yeah. I didn't think it was fitting for a wedding. It was literally about this dude's girl cheating, and he's like, "No, I love you anyways, baby. I don't care if you cheating," which is crazy to me. But I sang my heart out, not very well, but that shit was a blast. So we had a damn good time. She's a big Amanda Bynes show fan.
Oh my god!
So I don't know if you saw the clip of the dancing lobsters coming out. She had Amanda show. Dog, she had the dancing lobsters come out. She changed out of her dress to a Juicy Couture suit. She was singing all like throwback songs. Oh, Fergie, literally any throwback song we like grew up in, like early 2000s. We were just vibing. Parents had both the parents taking shots, going crazy. It was a great time. The CO2 cannon, we had a blast. So that was I don't get many Saturday nights off, but that was a great Saturday night to have off. It was a good time. I was a little intoxicated. So
any party with a club cannon is like it for me.
I don't know why they gave me that cannon, because I was having way too much fun with that thing.
Burnt that out in 6 seconds.
100%. It was actually dead after I use it. 100%. So yeah. Shout out to the lovely newlyweds. Shout out to Chris Asano. He did a great job. And yeah. So that was my weekend, and back to it this weekend for pre-Cinco parties, baby. Cinco de Mayo is getting ready to come up. Look, it is tequila only this weekend. If you see me, it is tequila only, and a high noon to wash it down. Very big tequila guy and love Cinco. So, but I'm sorry, I be getting off track. So, what are some of your least favorite parts, or the less glamorous parts about DJing?
Staying up late.
Yay, man. Lack of sleep.
It's crazy. Like, I used to kind of thrive in that environment. Like, for years, I would DJ until 2 a.m, and then I would like wake up 7 or so, and it started when I would go to the radio station like early, do that, and then after that I would like I got into like DJing workout classes on Saturday mornings. Like almost every Friday I'd be out till 2 a.m. DJing, get up and DJ a workout class like early Saturday. I lived that life for like years and I loved it. And now like I slept 9 hours after my gig 9 hours on Sunday, basically. Like I slept till noon, right?
Okay.
I woke up exhausted.
Yep.
I'm like, how?
You getting old.
Yeah.
You getting old.
So as far as like the parts of nightlife that, you know, I don't love, that's definitely one piece of it that gets harder and harder, that you don't really factor into when you think about the excitement of it all.
Mm-hmm. I can dig it. I would say one of my least favorite is lack of sleep is huge, because that affects you. I would say, honestly, how expensive it is. It is so expensive to be a DJ. And so this specifically DJing, I've been a bouncer before. I've done, DJing. And so like DJing is just unbelievably expensive. You know, your laptops, your USBs, your controllers, if you put insurance on them, all of it's expensive. And then record pools. And also it's just a lot to keep up with. Making sure everything stays up to date. Like if you got a laptop, making sure Serato is always up to date and stuff like that. But also making sure that you're not putting in the update before Apple updates, their operating system and stuff like that. Wait
as long as you can for the updates.
Yes. Like I remember when I made that mistake, and I literally almost had to give up a gig because the update messed up, wasn't compatible with my operating system, and my junk didn't work. It was back in college. And I didn't know any better, but that's terrifying. So, yeah, that's huge. And then like being a bouncer, it can be dangerous, and also sometimes just not fun. Dealing with drunk people sometimes is not that great. Like I like a lot of y'all, but some of y'all are really really annoying, man.
It's a lot like being a daycare host. I imagine.
Oh my God, that's the perfect way
counselor.
to put it. That's the perfect way to put it. A kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, I mean, people are
Except worse.
Drooling, they stink.
Yes.
They're farting. Like they're in your business. They have no sense of personal space. They're entitled. Not all people, I should say.
Not all, but and especially because it's loud and they got to get up close to your face. Like, and you spitting on my face, and dog.
I think it's like the booze kind of erodes like your frontal lobe. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's science behind it, but
look, the frontal lobe, the back lobe, you ain't got no lobes when you throw it.
It erodes all the lobes. So PSA, if you're in the function, try to tune into those lobes.
Facts. Just
tap into them, you know? Just be like, is it me? Am I acting like a child right now?
Just be aware.
Yeah.
Just be aware. That's all. For like drunk people, that's one of the worst parts. Yeah, I would say those are some of the biggest things. But sleep, like you said, is huge. Huge. I have to get it. I've gotten to a point where I have to get a nap. If I do 2 days in a row, I usually got to get in a nap before the second gig.
I need a Monday. Like, I took a nap today just because I need to recover from the weekend.
See, I don't go into office until 11 on Mondays now. So, like, I usually get some time to, like, decompress and chill.
I will say, I know this episode is all about the things we don't like about it, but in a way, I actually love the weird hours, too. Like, just being able to work on the weekends. Like, I feel like we kind of created, like, the work week I dreamed of as a kid. Like, I always was like, why do we have a 5-day work week and a 2-day weekend? But if you're a DJ, I mean, you have a full-time job too, but like as a DJ, I kind of like, I feel like in this phase of my life, it's like I'm living that like kids.
Oh yeah.
Sketch.
Even if you're taking a Thursday night gig, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like that's great.
It's the best.
Chilling,
yeah.
That's great.
Love that.
And even if you get a Sunday gig, Thursday through Sunday, and then you're done for a while, that sounds great.
It's not bad.
So I am kind of jealous of you. I'll give you that.
You don't have to be jealous.
I'm not. No, I am jealous because like I feel like I don't know. I've noticed you have more freedom, which is super dope. But I also I don't know. I do enjoy working. As weird as that is, I don't enjoy working, but like I think I don't enjoy working. I enjoy making money. I am motivated financially. So yeah, that's just me.
I can definitely relate there. And even doing, well enough to make like life happen like this, I'm constantly thinking like, oh, if I was working all these other hours, I'd probably be a little bit better off, but we'll get there.
Right. Look, right now you're doing great. You're killing it. But yeah, other than that, there's some great things to Nightlife too. I think one of my things, and like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I'm gonna get just a little bit deep here. And I don't know how you feel about it, but like when you get home after the club, it can be 3, 4 a.m. depending on the night. Get home after the club, that quietness and just being able to decompress, it can be super nice because it's like, dude, I just need to chill for a second. I don't need a whole lot going on. And sometimes I'll just put on like some R&B, some chill stuff. But also,
you're psycho. I never put on music for like 4 to 10 hours after DJing.
Oh, I love some R&B. I love some R&B. I think it just calms me.
Actually makes sense.
Yeah, it has to be R&B. I can't put on anything I listen to while I'm riding around in my truck, like anything. It has to be R&B. It has to be chill stuff, or even some jazz. Nothing crazy. But also, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, like those nights, like if I'm not ready to wind down, like I'm ready to keep going, and everyone's asleep, then it kind of sucks. Because then it does get kind of lonely sometimes. As I chill, I'm not lonely. I like being alone. Don't everybody chill out. But like I told you I was gonna get a little deep right there. Like sometimes it's quiet and it's like I'm not ready to completely wind down. I'm ready to kind of keep going. So sometimes I think I can get a little lonely. People probably don't think about that because they go home from the club, they're drunk, they get Taco Bell and they're ready to pass out.
Yeah,
they do pass out. So when I'm up, chilling, it's just like ain't nobody to talk to, ain't nothing to do. You're really just chilling.
Yeah.
So
I always like that moment at the end of the night because it's like, I don't know, kind of, you still hear like the club ringing in your head, and like you still kind of like you got the like aroma on you. It's just like a whole.
I'll be ready to shower.
I mean, yeah, I normally do that too, but like I just mean like the minute you get home and it's just like.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is that once that door shuts and you put your stuff down, you're like, oh, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's special. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. That aroma is typically, for at least for me, is fucking sweat. I have to shower when I get home from the club. Like, not immediately, but like I'm not going to bed without washing up. So
yeah, I could agree with you on that one for sure. It's a messy time out there. It's funny too that I was trying to think about it, and like nightlife is definitely one of those jobs too. Like every single person pretty much has to be on their feet the whole time, yes. Which is another thing that I guess if I had to cry, our champagne problems episode we're doing right now. If I had to add another champagne problem to it, it's like. Being on your feet for all those hours is actually kind of a lot. Even like, I've got these like shoes with the.
He pulling up his whole ass.
I got the shoes with the big bubbles on them so I can like, have my. Oh, that was the wrong camera. Whatever.
I'd be wearing Timbs.
Oh yeah, you're crazy. I wouldn't do that. But no, I definitely noticed that like, little do you get my back hurts.
Oh.
That's what we're working out helps too.
Back hurt, feet hurt. It's honestly, it's the worst when we're doing those 12-hour shifts, those bar crawl days. Yeah. That is when, like, the next day, typically, like, I'm probably icing, like, my left knee and, like, not moving much.
Yeah, I did that, like, 48-hour streak of DJing at different gigs.
I know your body was screaming, bro.
It wasn't because I cold plunged and I saunaed twice in between those 3 days.
Oh, okay.
So
you was prepared then.
Yeah, but I've been really on my health grind lately, which has been huge with just like counterbalancing some of these negatives.
Bro, you was literally just telling me before we started this how your back was sore this past weekend after your gig.
Yeah. And then I hit a back day today. Yeah. And like I did some yoga.
All right, big dog.
I'm chilling.
All right, big dog. My bad. I didn't call you out. All right. Nah, it does take a toll on your body. I mean, champagne problem is a very good way to put it because there are more pros to DJing than cons, obviously, but there
100%.
There definitely are some cons to working in nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
So. Those got to be talked about too, especially if you're someone thinking about getting into nightlife. And I'm sure you have DJs that hit you up plenty, that want to get into it. Oh, what should I do? What should I buy? And blah blah blah. I'll tell you what, but I'm gonna let you know this shit is not cheap and it is not easy and it takes a lot. It takes a lot of dedication. So.
Yeah, you gotta love it and you gotta work hard. That's the biggest thing. And treat it like a job, I think, is the biggest thing. Like whenever these sort of negative moments come up, I think it's really easy for people to forget that like this is a job and it's a damn good paying job. Like most lawyers make like $100 to $300 an hour, and that's what DJs make. Now, Granted, we can only do it, X amount of hours per week, whereas lawyers could work every day basically. Mm-hmm. But when you think about like what you're doing in the space you're doing, I mean, pretty much every nightlife role pays pretty decent, and unless you're just starting out, maybe like as a bar back.
I was gonna say I would say bar backs and security probably pay the least. I would assume, but I guess depending on the place, bar backs probably might get some tips off of the bartenders. Most likely do. And then security, they should be paid more, but depending on where you go, you can make anywhere between like 20, 30 an hour. 30 an hour is like really pushing it, but I guess it depends on what kind of spot you're at.
Yeah.
If you got to be in there wearing, a suit, something like that, I expect you're making above $25 an hour for that. But if you just had some local joints, you're probably somewhere between 20 to 25.
Just because I'm clueless and I know you work security, do you get paid more? Because like I've seen like some clubs like in Detroit, for example, like the security guards will have guns. Do you get paid more if you're like strapped up versus if you're just like plain?
It depends on the place. 100% depends on the place. Now most places I've gone, I will ask for more if I'm going to carry, if they especially if they request I carry, like, yes, I would like more money. But it depends on the place. A lot of clubs do not allow every bouncer to carry. It's typically just like a couple, typically whoever's running the show and maybe one or two other guys.
Yeah.
You have everybody carrying, it's definitely going to be a problem. And, you know, it's typically, if they're carrying in the club, it's concealed. The only person usually showing is usually at the door.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I've definitely asked for more money because I can carry. So
I always wondered that because it makes sense. Your liability goes up, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to carry when I was DJing. I used to not drink. I'd literally carry when I was DJing.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So
Depends where you're at.
Oh yeah, it's like, you know, Pontiac gets a little sticky sometimes.
Dude, I've DJ'd at what was that club, Stadium nightclub in Mount Clemens a couple years back, and like
it be getting sticky out there too,
bro. The manager of the club started fighting someone, and someone pulled a gun, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like watching this happen. The club's already closed, and that was like one of those moments I was like, God damn, like, should I be carrying right now? Because like this isn't safe for me to be here, especially
if you don't drink. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Now, I was very, like, you have to be very careful about it because obviously you're a DJ and everything. You can't be drinking. And I'd always keep my gun, like, in my DJ bag right next to my feet where I know ain't nobody going anywhere near it.
Right.
Like I have quick access to it as well. And so, like, I'm good. But, yeah, I used to carry while I was DJing, bro. Especially because, like, you're thinking about it. It's depending on where you're at. You're leaving a club in the middle of the night. Nobody's around. Security walks the bartenders out. Security ain't never walked no DJ out. I've never been walked out by a bouncer.
Yeah.
You know, and so you got your laptop. You easily got a couple $1,000 of equipment just on you between your controller, your laptop, USB, all this stuff. You got a couple $1,000 of equipment, and you get jumped by one or two dudes, it's over for you. So, so yeah, I was just a little paranoid. I wouldn't even say paranoid. Just I like to be prepared. So
yeah,
but that's just
no shame in that game. I mean, shit, especially not in this city.
You ain't wrong. And in this day and age, man, you can't. Not everybody's nice. Not everybody wants the best for you. I don't know. I like to be vigilant. So
stay vigilant.
Be observant of your surroundings.
Yes.
So yeah, if you go ahead and put something in your bag, you don't be drinking. So
I learned something today.
But yeah, I'm glad my security days are over though. Those are good times. But
yeah, I'm glad to be in nightlife.
I am happy to be in nightlife. Look, while we complain about it a lot of times, bro, I know, at least for me, I prayed to be in the spot that I'm in, and that's in regards to simply just playing music for people every week.
Yeah,
playing music for people as much as I can. That's all I wanted to do. And like, I'm not trying to be full. I don't really have a desire to go play EDC or anything. But I just enjoy creating an atmosphere. So the fact that I get to do that, yes, is exhausting. It's a lot of work and everything. I'm very blessed to be in the position I am. Because people would kill to make the money we do in the short amount of time we do it. People would kill for that. It's very hard to find that kind of thing elsewhere.
It's nice,
unless you throwing some ass sheets and got an OnlyFans. But honestly, hey, if you do, all power to you. Make your bread, honey. You feel me?
That's what we're here for. Well, not actually, but it's a big piece of the puzzle.
I'm not here to shake no ass cheeks. But yeah, nightlife is glamorous and not glamorous at all.
Yup. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling great. I think we can wrap that, dude.
I agree.
Episode 4 was insightful. I didn't know he was gonna talk about carrying guns and shit.
Yeah, we kind of got a little dark in the trenches there.
Yeah,
I feel like it's good. I feel like we needed it.
I talked about being lonely and shit. Like I ain't.
It's okay. You're never lonely here. Come into the box.
My therapist is gonna be like, "You good, bro?"
I got fired by my therapist.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but I've heard that is a thing.
Yeah, she was very nice about it. She was kind of just like, I think we're good here. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Hard pass.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear my champagne problems every week.
I only recently started seeing a therapist, and my therapist is cool as hell.
Yeah,
Cool as hell. So I'm very happy. Hey, mental health matters. Go see a therapist.
Go see a therapist, and if you're in Nightlife, take care of your motherfucking body.
God, bro.
Subscribe to Nightlife Tapes. We'll see you next week.
Episode 4 on BWalk.
Ding, ding, I'm Choff.
BWalk and Choff.
I'm Choff. It's Nightlife Tapes. Hey, let it go.